Greetings, Wolverines, and thank you for joining me. Today, we are going to talk about racism, colorism, and sexism. But we're not going to talk about them in the way that you think. Because you see, I'm here to tell you that those things are just a cover for something else. And you know what the something else is? It's called bullying. And I see it running rampant out here, covered by certain labels. Because at the end of the day, a lot of this is about bullying other people. Now, we teach our kids bullying is wrong and you shouldn't bully. But look at the adult world out there. Look at what is happening. Look at how many of us have either been bullied or have bullied. And some of those residual feelings are still with us today. And that is what I see when I hear and see all of this stuff about racism, one group hating the other with this hatred, right? Colorism, people consumed with another person's complexion and identity of themselves. Sexism, this behavior of trying to exert your power over someone that you feel is weaker. Let me tell you something. This is all bullying. And I'm here to call it what it is. Because if you have decided you do not like a group or individual, that is your right. This is America. You don't have to like them. You can cloister yourself. You cannot listen to any of their music. You cannot eat any of their spices or foods. You cannot wear any clothes that have been inspired by them. And you can go off the grid in your world that you've decided that you want to do. But when you turn your attention and you muster up this agitating energy and negativity, that is called bullying. That is not being anything but a bully. When you look at someone's skin tone or culture, or you see their light or their dark, or their hair is kinky or straight, or you feel like they said they were one thing, but they're trying to deny something else. Let me tell you something. That's not your business. You are consumed with them. You're focused on them. You are bullying them. Just like a couple weeks ago, I heard someone came out and call Jill Scott ugly. Well, what did Jill Scott do sitting over there with a voice like a hummingbird? Beautiful woman. Not bothering anyone, came through the industry, no dirt on her jacket, and somebody just out of the blue, you want to just say she's ugly. That's bullying. That's what we try to teach kids not to do. That didn't need to be said. And a lot of stuff out here doesn't need to be said. Keep it to yourself. Stop being a bully, facilitating bullies, and with all the foolishness. Some of these poor girls out here are bleaching up their skin. My goodness. It is your right. It is your right and your choice. You have free will to bleach your skin, but you do not for 1 second have the understanding that you will not be able to flee the consequences. You can do what you want to do. And I'm not here to bash you. But the consequences of bleaching your skin are not healthy consequences. And once you do that to your external, there's no guarantee that the world is gonna treat your external the way you want it to last. It'll be a constant thing. Work on your internal. Work on your self-esteem. Understand that everyone was given something. And here's another thing. Somebody thinks you're beautiful. Don't narrow yourself in. There, people say, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. Well, yes. And another thing, it depends on where those eyes are beholding it. If I'm in Australia, in the Aboriginal lands, their concept of beauty is going to be a lot different than it is going to be in Boise, Idaho, or in Iran, or in Compton, California, where I'm from. So another thing to remember, when you think that you're not beautiful, like I heard someone, this thing about being exotic. Who in the world told you that you could interpret exotic for me? Exotic is based upon what I think exotic is. It's not for you to tell me, if you're mixed with this and this, you're exotic. That doesn't make any damn sense. I'm sorry. I don't like to use those kind of words, but yeah, that don't make any sense. Because exotic is relative. If your skin is dark as molasses and you find yourself in Greenland, you're exotic. Believe me. If your skin is pure and white as beautiful porcelain and you find yourself in, Uganda, you're exotic. It's all a matter of who you are and where you are and your own personal image of your own self-esteem. Don't let these people interpret what's beautiful, what's light skin or dark skin, what's exotic, what's not exotic. Every woman out there and every man out there has something special about them that makes them beautiful and exotic to somebody somewhere. And now I'm done with the whole thing. Don't be a bully and don't let people interpret your own self-image. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. Keep yourself clean. Being clean is beautiful. Okay? Being kind is beautiful, people. And if you don't like a group, and if you are prejudiced, and if you consider yourself a proud racist, that is your choice. Cloister yourself and stand on what you believe. You don't have to tell anybody. This is America. We can respect you. There's a lot of respectful people out here in America that share absolutely opposing views. This message here today on the Wolverine View is about stop bullying. Because underneath racism, colorism, and sexism is a lot of bullying. And I'm not here for it. And that's why I had a little build and conversation and reasoning with you guys today about it. Because it's something that's infecting all of our society. You can be who you want to be. Stay in your lane. Thank you so much for joining me.